Hi there. So you're just starting trading, or you just discovered trading, or you're already in trading, then this video is for you. My name is Della, and I don't plan on really editing this video, or it didn't just happen because I planned it. But if this video found you in 2026 especially, then this might be your year. Well, let's talk about trading. A lot of people really have different misconceptions about what trading is. A lot of people get into the field of trading because of what they think trading is. And a lot of people are in the field and they are more messed up than they could ever be. But here's a train of thought. The question is, why are only few people successful in this field? And if that's the case, why are many people trying to live a dream that they know they will never see as a reality? Trading can be really difficult. I'm not gonna lie. 6 years in the game, and I can say that anybody that's coming in this game without being strong-willed would never in his entire life see profitability. But here are a few things that you need to know, especially when you want to begin. Now, as a complete beginner, one of the major things that you really need to look out for, and I think you would hear this all the time, would be to really assess yourself and ask yourself a lot of questions. First off, one thing I need people to understand is that getting into the field of trading is a highly profitable venture. However, it demands a lot of what? Input. Input in finances, input in education, input in discipline, input in knowledge. A lot of things really matter. But a lot of people see trading as that field where you can come in with just $10, $20, and then hope that $10, $20 someday will become $1 million, or too far from that, become about $50,000. One of the questions I really get asked most of the time by complete beginners is, how much did you start with? And I'd like to say that that is really irrelevant to where I am today. I've had people who started with $1,000, lost it all, and never came back into the game. I've had people that had their first deposit to be $50, and today they are very successful. Personally, for me, I remember funding my very first account with $70. The broker I was using at that time gave me a deposit of $70 with another bonus of another $70, which was not withdrawable, but I could use that as leverage to make more money on the market. Long story short, I was able to withdraw some money from that $70, and along the line, I lost that money. There were countless of losses I had taken on the market. Sleepless nights, trading different pairs. I remember vividly one morning I was trading US oil, and I don't know why, but I had entered one lot on a $200 account. So all I needed was 20 pips out and I would be liquidated forever. Sleepless nights, ranging markets, and the market did go against me eventually. Did I quit? No. Why? Because I knew that I was not following the right approach. So then, what really changed? And this is where I needed to stay. It all started when I sat myself down and I asked myself that if I wanted to become a doctor, if I wanted to become a software engineer, what did I need to do? I first of all needed to have desire for that thing, and that desire is what will lead me into curiosity. So that desire is what is going to tell me that, hey, you can start researching out the best schools to learn this. And once you get it, you need to be devoted, because desire alone is not going to help you. There are days where you feel down. So I researched and I realized that, oh, there's actually a right way to learn this. It's not just about opening your empty file just because you watch 2 videos on YouTube and then thinking that all of a sudden you are the best. It doesn't really work that way. I spent countless hours on YouTube with some of my very favorite YouTubers, learning a lot, but I still felt empty until one day I chanced upon a course, which I actually bought. In fact, I bought 2 courses, but the first one that I really bought taught me so much about market structure. I remember completing that full course in a space of 2 months. And right after that, I would begin my journey into trading my demo account. In the process of trading my demo account, I wasn't really funding $50,000, $1 million like you see other people doing on a demo account. I was being realistic. I asked myself, if I'm ready to start trading, how much would I be able to fund? At that time, all I could afford was a maximum of $300. So I actually funded a demo account of $200, and I told myself that this is the amount of money that I'm going to stick and stay with. Because at the end of the day, if I'm trading this on the demo account, whatever I make on this demo account could be a true reflection of what I can truly make if I'm to fund this $200. But also understanding that market conditions are not always the same, but the skill will forever remain the same. So I funded this amount of money and I began to trade. I'm not gonna lie, it took me almost 3 to 4 months just to get this account to $200 again. To tell you the truth, I was on very minimal risk. 0.01, nothing else. And I remember when I funded my account, $200, that is when reality set in. Don't think because I had just backtested, I had just traded on the demo account with $200, so all things were going to get perfect. Now my emotions stuck in because that was money I suffered to raise, and I realized that I began to fidget. I began to take more trades than I was not supposed to. Then I realized that I had an issue with psychology. I realized that I had an issue with indiscipline. Now, I tried going online, researching about all these things, and I realized that a lot of videos online only talk about strategy, but a few talk about psychology and the 7 deadly sins. So that is when I knew that you need a mentor. You need someone you can reach out to who has gone through these experiences and you can learn from that experience. Having a mentor is not necessarily giving your money out, but you are buying experience that you can never get in a short while. There were things I did to help me overcome my greed. There were things I did to help me overcome indiscipline. There were things that helped me to keep up my drive even in the days that I was feeling very weak. And those are the things that make up a successful Forex trader, not strategy. You'd hear people often say that trading is 30% analytics and 70% psychology. This saying, through my experience, is really true. The fact that you are able to catch 100 pips on the market does not guarantee you being a successful Forex trader. But the ability to be consistent even in difficult moments is what will classify you as a trader. One of the greatest hallmarks of being a successful trader is discipline. And if you lack discipline, there is no way, and I mean it, no way you can ever become profitable. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to mentor, teach, travel, and explore places, all thanks to Forex. I've been able to mentor people across Ghana. I've had several tours teaching people how to trade the financial market. I've had the opportunity to also take myself out on some relaxations and vacations just because of what Forex has been able to do for me. So it is possible. From a Ghanaian background like me, it wasn't looking promising. But I took charge of my future, I stepped in that position, and I put myself in that place to become successful. It didn't happen by chance. It happened by pain, effort, discipline, and then being diligent to whatever that I set my mind to. A lot of people fail on the journey because they are not even diligent. One moment it's Forex. The next minute Forex is too hard, so I'm going to do crypto. The next moment crypto is failing, so let me try stocks. That is not the right approach. Once you start something, you finish. Even a good book will tell you that a false balance is an abomination. A lot of you today would be diligent in your doings, and I promise you, you will stay successful at whatever that you do. I realized that across the years, one of the things that have kept successful businessmen is not just skill, it's not just talent, but it's diligence over a period of time. Sticking to one thing and completing it over and over again. But the question I want to tell you is, if you're trying something over and over again the same way and it's not working and you keep trying, that is insanity. You want to try different approaches because there are many ways to kill a cat. I want to urge you listening to me that in this year 2026, from the previous years past, You've been studying the financial market but not seeing profitability. I want you to take charge of your future, get mentorship, and see the difference in being mentored as to being self-tutored. This will save you a lot because time is ticking out. My name is Dela. You can keep watching this channel for more videos like this, and I can't wait to see you in my Telegram community. Peace out.